Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Louise Hobart begins now.
Good evening. A man has been found dead after a fire tore through a Bishno home overnight. For more, we're joined now by Victoria Eastoe. Hello, Victoria. How did this tragedy unfold?
Lou, a nearby resident first raised the alarm just after 1 o'clock this morning. Several crews arrived a short time later, finding the Beatty Street home fully involved in flames. The inferno destroyed the house and a vehicle, as well as damaging a nearby property. In the aftermath, the body of the 66-year-old man, believed to be the occupant, was found inside. It's not yet known what sparked the blaze, but at this stage, the fire is not being treated as suspicious. Lou.
Meanwhile, emergency services are urging Tasmanians to be extra cautious near waterways, especially heading into summer. It comes after a 21-year-old man was winched to safety at Carlton Beach in Dodgers Ferry after he became stranded on rocks yesterday afternoon. The Westpac rescue helicopter was forced to conduct the operation as local police couldn't reach him due to a high tide. Thankfully, he was uninjured. Our state's finest dining and accommodation providers are hoping a new tourism award will lure more visitors their way as we head into summer. 450 operators congregating in Hobart last night for all the annual festivities.
It's been a rocky year for many operators within Tasmania's tourism sector.
The challenges are everything: employment, staffing, pricing.
Despite that, 27 representatives from restaurants to accommodation to festivals were rewarded last night for their hard work. Tasmania's Tourism Awards labelling Coringa Farm near Hamilton as this year's tourism champion.
It's a great accumulation of many years of work at Coringa Farm, of what we do, and hosting all those people coming to stay overnight and enjoy a farm tour.
The Cove and Bangor Vineyard among those now enlisted into the Hall of Fame.
It helps to really showcase Tasmania and what we've got to offer, and tell the rest of Australia and the world really that we've got some really world-class tourism experiences here in Tassie.
And with the busy season on the horizon, it's hoped to give operators a visitor boost.
Obviously, as we go through winter, we know it's a traditionally quieter period, so summer is where we really get to work. We welcome our visitors. We have so much going on in every region of the state.
All winners will now hope to bring home gold at the National Tourism Awards in Adelaide. Ruby Cairns, 7 Tasmania News.
The Triple Top Mountain Run will go ahead as planned tomorrow after the miraculous recovery of a missing bushwalker in the Mount Roland Reserve. The race was in doubt as crews searched for a 48-year-old who had not returned from a planned day walk and hadn't been heard from since Thursday night. He was found today and winched to safety unharmed after encountering dangerous terrain. Police are warning hikers to always remain on defined tracks and be prepared for emergencies. There's a renewed plea for drivers to slow down and take care when travelling through roadworks. It's as Tasmanians pay tribute to those who've died or suffered serious injuries while on the job this road worker Remembrance Day.
It's a tough job at times, and we're really asking for the community to please respect the work that they do. It can be a dangerous environment.
In 2022, there were 18 fatalities and 245 serious injuries involving road workers nationwide. More than 100 iconic properties are opening their doors for Open House Hobart this weekend, providing the chance for an ultimate sticky beak. The program featuring an insight into how others live, showcasing homes of various ages and styles.
From the old to the new, visitors sneaking a peek behind the doors of iconic properties that aren't always accessible to the public.
It's people being very generous, actually opening up their homes so that displaying some of the architecture around Hobart.
Including this 1830s cottage nestled in the heart of Battery Point.
So this is an extension to a heritage house here in Battery Point. The house is a bluestone cottage, which is quite unique for Hobart.
With a vast array of places to explore, getting to visit all the attractions is no easy feat.
People are going out for lunch, seeing what we're doing, popping in, and then jumping on the bandwagon. We're directing to other houses down the road.
Offering a chance to pick the clever brains of those behind the build.
A lot of the people here today are either have done their own project at home or are doing their own project and are keen on looking at things for ideas.
The program fuelled by the hard work of volunteers.
Everyone gets something out of it. You're giving on the day, but you're just getting a lot of positive feedback, and it's fun.
For those who missed out today, don't worry, you'll get another chance with the program running all weekend. Lily Thompson, 7 Tasmania News.
Hundreds of firefighters have left their stations heading into the field for a weekend of fiery battles. The Tasmanian Championships pitting brigades against each other to see who will be crowned the state's best.
Competition heating up for the annual Battle of the Brigades. Months of training coming down to Championship Day.
Competing things like making sure that the hoses are tight, the nozzles are tight on the end of the hoses, that the targets are hit with sufficient water.
More than 250 of the state's toughest firefighters duking it out. The best walking away champions and taking bragging rights back to the station.
Very competitive, but there's also that camaraderie as well. It's a bit of a fun event.
It's about the teamwork and the bonding, working under pressure.
The championships doubling as a fun way to prepare for serious business. Local fireys put through their paces ahead of the challenges of the looming bushfire season.
It sharpens their skills, they get an opportunity to work as a team, and they get to know some of the other brigades from around the state that they might be working with when there's a big campaign fire on.
Also giving the next generation of recruits a chance to do battle.
About giving them the right skills so that when they become senior members, they're prepared, they've got the skills.
They're consistent. They're taking their time with the event, so they're not making mistakes.
All while relishing the chance to give rival brigades a spray. Victoria Risto, 7 Tasmania News.
Gardening enthusiasts have flocked to New Norfolk to pick up some additions for their veggie patch. From tomatoes to pumpkins, the Seedling Sale proving a hit for all generations.
It's a gardener's dream, a table covered in spring seedlings, all ready and waiting to be planted and enjoyed.
The plants that we have here available are plants that, people can comfortably grow at home and benefit a lot from the varieties too.
Numbers lining up, eager to pick their next sow. Whether armed with a basket or a box, there's plenty on offer to keep those with green thumbs busy over the warmer months.
There's black tomatoes, little baby tomatoes, red ones, all the different types. They have some heritage ones. This is a cute little butternut pumpkin.
Today, the tomatoes are the standout.
The Periforme tomato that we have here is a large sourcing tomato, and I reckon that normally wins the show.
I'm after some tomatoes to plant in my garden today.
The quarterly event hoping to nurture the next generation of little growers.
Teach kids how to do this, it's a good thing. Didn't expect so many people or so many plants. It's brilliant.
Planting the seeds for a homegrown harvest.
Just trying to unite people for a common good, which is to grow the most epic veggies at home. And
Lily Thompson, 7 Tasmania News.
To Hockey 1 now, and Tassie has narrowly missed out on being the only side to beat Canberra this season. The two sides neck and neck in the final few moments of round 5 in Hobart. The Tigers putting early points on the board despite some keen defensive work from Canberra.
Goes from Belts over to Hazel on the line and pushed in eventually, sneaking it underneath Andrew Charter's outstretched arm, and the Tassie Tigers get the goal.
The visitors ending the game with an 8-7 point win. Today's loss breaking a 2-game winning streak for the Tassie side. And suffering 3 straight losses, the Jack Jumpers are after a much-needed win as they host the New Zealand Breakers this evening. It was a slow start for the home side despite Jordan Crawford's best efforts.
Crawford with the step back and the 3. Playing really well.
Big man Will Magnay remains sidelined after copping a shoulder injury. A short time ago, the Jackies had pulled ahead 53-42.
Good evening. Hobart 19 today, 17 for Launceston and Burnie, and 16 in Devonport. The state's high, 20 degrees, recorded at Friendly Beaches, 18 at St Helens, Marai Island and Bushy Park, Flinders Island and Smithton both 17, 16 the top for King Island, Low Head and Grove, Strawn 15 and just 11 in Laiwini. Today we saw low cloud that covered the majority of the state with plenty of high cloud streaming overhead from the west. A large mid to high level cloud band hovers over central Australia, extending to southeastern Australia. Tomorrow a high will centre over the South Australian and Victorian border as a trough lies over inland WA and another over inland Queensland and the NT. West to southwesterly winds 15 to 25 knots, reaching upward of 30 knots in the south, with southwesterly swells building to 5 metres. We have a strong wind warning for coastal waters tomorrow between Wineglass Bay around to Low Rocky Point, and also for Storm Bay, the Channel, the Central Plateau Lakes and Southwest Lakes. A partly cloudy Sunday in the south, Hobart 18, 19 the maximum for Richmond and Ouse tomorrow. A fine and mostly sunny day in Launceston 21, plenty of sunshine for Devonport 18 and much the same in Deloraine 19. Fine also in Burnie 19, an early shower or two for Strawn 15, 17 and mostly sunny in Curry. And to the east, a bit of cloud in St Helens 18, fine and sunny in Swansea 19, sunny skies for Whitemark, they're expecting 18 degrees. Forecast now for Monday, patchy inland fog at first. It will be fine and mostly sunny, apart from isolated showers about the far northeast. Another foggy morning on Tuesday, followed by showers about the north and east, with isolated afternoon showers developing elsewhere. Statewide showers are likely on Wednesday, but will possibly ease in the afternoon. Fine and sunny in Perth tomorrow 25, a partly cloudy day for Adelaide, Melbourne and Sydney, 30 and possible showers in Darwin. 14 currently in Hobart, Launceston and also Devonport. That's all in weather this Saturday evening. I'll see you again tomorrow night, Lou.
Thank you for that, Kaya. And that's all your news for now. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely evening. Good night.